In that failure of a plan, Six-Shot opts to just attack the Autobots. We see the Autobot Target Masters easily able to beat the Decepticon Headmasters with one hit. I could watch that all day long. When the Decepticon Target Masters show up, the Autobots Minicons are concerned that their friends are now Decepticons. Don't worry, this plot point goes nowhere. The Decepticons ultimately retreat, though Chromedome really wants Six-Shot dead for killing two of his friends. Now, I gotta warn you, from here it gets stupid. Just think about that for a second. In Master Sword is in Danger, Scorponok's Transector, while tunneling underground, discovers something called G-Metal. They realize it's the raw material the Master Sword is made of, but Scorponok still needs the secret to be able to fully defend against it. Considering the Master Sword was a gift from the three goddesses of Hyrule, how anything can stand up against a godly weapon... Oh, sorry, wrong weapon again. But can you really blame me? On board Maximus, Wheelie gets an idiotic idea in his head. Now that he's on Master, he can undergo head mode training to become a Headmaster himself.
Oh, man. Are you serious? Are you really serious?
Even Daniel laughs at the absurdity of how dumb that idea is. Wheelie then proceeds to mock Daniel at the prospect of because he's human, Daniel will never become a Headmaster. Rebirth! Wheelie goes out jogging to begin his head mode training, and the Decepticons capture him. Thank God. Six-Shot contacts the Autobots and tell them that if they don't hand over the secret to the Master Sword, he'll kill Wheelie.
You know, if Wheelie was actually a likable character, I probably would care. I don't. So what does that tell you?
Pointblank decides to do the smart thing and refuse the offer, even if it means letting Wheelie die. But of course, Daniel begs the Autobots to go rescue the little fucker. Sure Shot reminds them that if the Master Sword ever got into the Decepticons' hands, they would be screwed. While Chromedome and Daniel sneak out of Maximus to go rescue him, Cerebros says this.
Yoshi, Destron no yokyū o nomou.
You have to be kidding me! You're gonna hand over the most powerful weapon in Hyrule in order to save Wheelie, a character who does nothing but get in the way? If he listens to Pointblank, the Decepticons won't get the Master Sword secret, and Wheelie dies. It's a win-win. Chromedome and Daniel sneak into Scorponok's Transector and rescue Wheelie. While this is going on, Cerebros is about to stupidly hand over the plans to the Master Sword to Six-Shot, which is written on a giant floppy disk for some reason. A fight breaks out as Daniel and Wheelie make it back to Maximus. I noticed Cerebros hasn't tried to destroy the plans now that Wheelie is free. But I guess destroying floppy disks is exclusive to Chip Chase.
Oh no, Decepticons! I've memorized the formula, so once I rip this up, there's no way the Decepticons can learn to make...
With the battle going nowhere, Scorponok decides to release two new Decepticons he just pulled out of his ass. Battletrap and Fast Wheels, the Duocons. They're like triple changers, having two vehicle modes, but they transform into two separate vehicles at once. After literally playing hot potato with the plans, Battletrap eventually gets his hands on them, and the Decepticons escape. But this is the part where we learn the plans were fake the entire time, right? Right?
ついにやったぞ。これでマスターソードを超える盾ができる。
It was the real thing? You gotta be kidding me!
総司令官、申し訳ありません。我々がついていながら秘密を奪われてしまって。
Why are you apologizing? If he had listened to you, this wouldn't have happened!
In the episode, Zurich Shield Turns the Tide, the Autobots have a pointless conversation wondering if the Decepticons have left Master. Upon seeing Soundwave and Ratbat escaping Maximus, the Target Masters follow him to the plant below. By flying there. And yet all three of them are cars. They battle with the Decepticon Target Masters and get knocked away in a river. But here's the real idiocy. When they return to the Decepticons' hideout, they assume this.
戦闘のプロにしちゃ体内最後だったぜ。
会いない？どういうことだ？
濁流に飲み込まれて溺死した。
Yes, robots that do not have lungs could drown. Skullcruncher and Mindwave have become fans of Slugslinger's team, but Werewolf hates them for no good reason, just like the Autobot Headmasters hate Pointblank's team. We also learned Scorponok is using the Master Sword's secret to create the Zurich Shield. Okay, what is this series' obsession with the word Zurich? The planet Scorponok's Transector was built on was called Zurich. Scorponok idiotically calls his Transector Mega Zurich. renames himself Mega Zurich, and now he's building a Zurich shield. How could they include several instances of the word Zurich and not even include the character Lord Zurich? The Autobots are searching Master for the Target Masters, laughing at the idea they might be dead. Our heroes, ladies and gentlemen. Pointblank's team sees the Decepticons flying through the air and head in the direction they were coming from. They even find footprints leading away from an underground cave. Smooth. Meanwhile, the Decepticons try to lead Maximus as far away from the base as possible, but Weirdwolf, being an impatient idiot, decides to put a bomb on Maximus instead of following Six-Shot's orders. Meanwhile, Pointblank's team finds Scorponok's transector and orders the Minicons to sneak inside and find the Zurich shield. Chromedome's team arrive thanks to Highbrow's MacGuffin detector and gets caught by Slugslinger's team, forcing Pointblank to go rescue them. You know, if they had arrived just a little late, the Target Masters would have been able to find the shield in time. Instead, Scorponok is able to get away, Maximus being unable to follow because of Weirdwolf's bomb, and the Zurich shield is completed. Fantastic. The Autobots discuss their strategy in Operation Destroy the Decepticons. Pointblank mentions the Zurich shield as a defensive weapon, and if separated from it, Scorponok won't be able to win in a fight with Fortress Maximus. You think it is the best plan to take them on in a space battle where the Decepticons will be less organized and thus more likely to lose the Zurich shield. A good plan that alludes to the epic space battle I've been looking forward to. For once, Cerebros agrees, but only because the space battle will prevent any harm to the Autobots living on Master. Where was that concern for Cybertron? Naturally, Chromedome ruins it by disobeying orders, deciding it would be better to finish the fight on Master. Yeah, so Six-Shot can kill more of your longtime friends that have never been mentioned before. When the Target Masters go looking for the Decepticons' new base, the Headmasters go to an abandoned mining facility, where Chromedome has somehow, in a matter of minutes, assembled an army of Master inhabitants, led by an Autobot named